Hey yo, divine earthlings of the universe. What is up? What is up? What is up? I do hope that you all are having a good day, a good night, whatever time it is for you. Peace, love, light. Namaste. Blessings to you all. Today is April 1st, 2025. New month here. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. But happy April to you guys. Spring is springing it, okay? We springing forward in this new time, this new era. So I do hope that you guys are having a grand, beautiful day out there. I want to put my disclaimers out. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a messenger here to provide the purest love and light vibes from my spiritual team, the Most High Creator, and my ancestors, and the purest love energy possible. So I do remove any dark energies, dark entities, evil eye vibes, evil eye vibers, and negativity from this space. We keep this space divinely protected in the love, light, and glow of our Most High Creator. Just want to get some sage on it. So this is going to be like a quick message. Nothing too lengthy. But thank you guys for joining. Sometimes my messages, they tend to go to an hour. So I appreciate each and every one of you as always. If it's your new time here, welcome. I also want to put out, I did my disclaimers. Yeah, this is never to impose my feelings, thoughts, beliefs, okay? This is a non-judgment zone as well. We ain't judging nobody over here. This is a healing zone and an uplifting zone over here. But if it don't resonate, don't eat the food on the plate. And if the if I could talk, and if the Cinderella slipper don't fit, don't force it. I may not be the reader for you. So find the reader that is best for you. Okay, something about springing forward. I was actually about to literally wash. And I was almost getting ready to go wash my clothes, and Spirit was like, message. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. And it was 22 p.m. So April 1st, it was 12:22 p.m. when Spirit was like, message. And I was about to write 3:31 because, we just entered a new month. But then I heard yesterday. So something about yesterday. The first 3 months of this technical year, right? But March is really the new year. You're starting new endeavors, new connections, new attitude. I'm hearing, I got a new attitude. What's that song? But see, people might think you have an attitude because you have a new attitude. But see, your new attitude is just because you feel new. You're embracing the newness of life. And you're embracing new opportunities. And I'm getting people might think you have an attitude, but how can I say this? Because it's like your attitude is new to a lot of people. And I'm using the Rose Oracle. Yeah, that would make sense. You're blooming into a rose. Spirit told me to read this, the Rose Oracle Attunement. So let me go ahead. On the back of this card, you will find the Rose Attunement Altar card. You can use the attunement to ritually connect with your oracle and your Mother Rose each time you use it. Let's see what it says. Mother Rose, you were present long before we, and you will continue after we're gone. Bless this oracle and all who use it. May it be a gateway for all to return to ourselves, the earth, and each other. May our connection with the voice of our soul be made stronger with every use. Okay, I'm not going to read all of it. But it's basically you connecting back to Mother Earth. You and Mother Earth are side by side. If you're a divine feminine, you're really feeling very earthy, very nurturing in this time. Or you're being very nurtured by Mother Earth. For me, for example, I like to walk outside. And it's like a direct connection with Source that's created. You get more in tune with divine nature. And divine downloads can start to come even more powerful in nature. You can see signs. your animal spirits. Look, healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Healing is happening. In nature, your healing is happening. The crowning is also happening. You're being crowned at this time, Divine Collective. Initiation, thrust holes, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table? What? You being crowned with a seat at the table. The Most High, your spiritual, look at the sun. Oh my gosh. Things are being illuminated. Your crown chakra is being illuminated again as you are outside in the sun, quote unquote, in nature. Your crown chakra is opening. You're going to have more seats at tables. You could have had a seat at a table that wasn't the table. Or you had your own table and people started pulling up seats at your table to get, oh wow, I'm hearing to possibly get your crown. You're probably healing from people who wanted your crown or your crown chakra energy by sitting at this table. Yeah, you brought a lot of illumination. Something was illuminated to you about a seat at a table, because this says a seat at the table. People want you to sit at their table because of your crown chakra energy, the downloads that you receive, because you're a natural healer, and that's why healing is happening. Thank you, Spirit, for connecting the dots. Yeah, that's why healing is happening here. And I'm getting like, so the sun, joy, enjoyment, life source, success, vitality, and play. The Holy Grail, stop the endless searching, inner quest. See, you stop searching endlessly for things. So you had to inner heal, but maybe at one point at this table even, you had to inner heal, but you were healing outwardly by possibly sitting at tables or keeping connections or being a healer. Maybe you were healing other people that sat at your table, or healing other people that still or did have a seat at your table, or that you sat at their table, however this goes. But this seat at the table thing is, I had a reading, I want to say last summer, about a seat at the table. Some people wanted to just, yeah, like your illumination. It's 12:33. I don't know where my other phone is at, but it's 12:33 p.m. I really want to look up 12:33. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on, guys. Let me try to look it up somewhere else, because I want to look up 12:33. Spirit is telling me to look up 12:33, so let's see what this means. Spiritual. Bear with me, y'all. 12:33 spiritual meaning. So, it's often interpreted as a sign of spiritual growth, balance, and refocusing, urging you to assess your life and identify areas needing equilibrium while trusting in divine guidance. Yeah, it also indicates you're entering a phase of major spiritual growth and shifting into a higher version of yourself. That is beautiful, because that is what's happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Maybe your brokenness made you a little hard, even getting harder with your boundaries. So this is why 12:33 is a sign of spiritual growth and balance and refocusing. It says initiation, thresholds, birth, and rebirth. A seat at the table. Maybe you birth, going back to that inner healing. You had to inner heal, but you thought healing meant outer healing with other people, possibly. And then you were a healer. But see, stop the endless search. Stop the endless searching, inner quest. You stop searching without and start searching within is what I'm receiving. And that's when you was like, I don't need to sit at nobody's table but my own table. Yeah, look at this. This is the second bloom. This is why. When I heard spring and yesterday, because yesterday, March is the beginning of spring, springing forward the new year. So yesterday, when I wrote that down, Spirit said yesterday. And so if we're seeing the second bloom, yeah, it's the second bloom and the return of who you are. So that's that rebirth. You've been reborn again in this springtime to realize I don't gotta sit at nobody's table. And some people probably wanted to sit at your table because you were a healer, or wanted you at their table. Some people possibly want to return to you as well. The second bloom, a second chance is never too late. New possibilities. That's what I was getting to. I got a new attitude. Yeah, this makes sense. Everything is new to you. And again, you might have a new attitude towards life. Not to say you have an attitude with people, but you just have a new attitude towards life. And you're returning to self. My mom yesterday was so funny. She was like talking to some of my nieces and like, well, yeah, you know, she was telling them that I used to cry all the time. So you talk about them crying, but you used to cry all the time. And I was like, I know, I remember. It's some pictures where I'm crying on the picture because I possibly, 11:33 on the timer, didn't vibe certain people. Or she was like, it was a guy taking a picture. It was like, you kept crying because you were scared of him or afraid or whatever. And we literally have this picture. I was like, why was I crying? And she said, because the guy taking the picture, I guess he had like a beard or something. I was like, what? Anyway, so I was crying. But she said I used to cry a lot. Like, she's like, you just didn't like to be around certain people. Unless you liked the person, but other than that, you did not like to be around certain people. She literally just told me this yesterday. Then I said, well, oh, that makes sense. I'm kind of introverted now. And she started laughing so hard. And I started laughing. And I was like, yo, I didn't realize. She said, you know what? That actually makes sense. She said, I never realized how much that makes sense because you keep to yourself. I mean, I'm very selective. So with that being said, I'm back to myself. Before, maybe I was around a lot of people or giving my energy to a lot. That could have been your journey as well. You're very introverted, but sitting at tables, maybe you if you don't feel connected to a table, you feel disconnected with self. So it's like, oh, since I'm not connected with this table, I feel disconnected on my journey. But no, you are having a second bloom of just being you now. This is that new attitude, because some people probably think you have an attitude because you're not sitting at their table. No, that's not what it is. It's just you feel new about a lot of things in your life and you walk with a new attitude about yourself. I'm hearing self-made. You about to be self-made out here. The return, a new story. Look at this. Another new. Because the second bloom says a second chance is never too late. New possibilities. And then you got the return, a new story. You decide alignment is coming together. I love it. It is coming together. Y'all, didn't we talk about Mother Earth and how you're connected to Mother Earth in this time? Being with the sun. Y'all, look at this. Whispers of Mother Earth. Oh my gosh. This reading, I love it. Love it. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel, all it is. You are tapping into everything that you knew. Excuse me, let me spell it. You are tapping into everything that you knew. Knew. Everything that you knew is becoming new New to you again. And it's blooming even. So like if you're an artist, it's going to bloom differently. You about to shock the world. Okay. If you're a writer, you about to write the best of the best. If you're a blogger, you about to blog something that's going to transform how people blog, or something that people never really thought about. That's what you're about to do out here. Your creativity and your ideas. This could be why you about to have seats at the table. And this could be possibly why people want to sit at your table and pulled up some seats, and or they wanted you to pull up a seat to their table. It could be a mixture of that as well. New opportunities are coming. for you anyway. And Mother Earth is like literally guiding you there. Look at this. Release the petals. You had to release a lot to gain. People think they need more to gain more, but it's like you needed less and you gaining more and more and more. Transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. You shedded and released a lot. And releasing, you had less. So let's say you released a lot of people in your life or a lot of opportunities, while this person opened up to a lot of people in their life and a lot of opportunities, and they were gaining and gaining. They gained because they were open to keeping so much around them and not releasing. And they could have had to release negative, toxic cycles or people in their lives, but they still held on to so much of that to where you released all of anything negative to you. And it looked like you had less than what this other person had, or what this table had, or what this opportunity had, or with whatever this is had. It looked like you had less because you released, but you really are gaining more because you released. Release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. And the lineage of the rose. And we using the rose oracle. So I'm going to end it on this. Lineage of the rose. Moved by the goddess. Here for this so-called gather. You gathering a lot of different people together at a table. Hey, I love that. And look, you're going to be hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. Sub Rosa. You Sub Rosa out here. You hidden in plain sight. You a mystery to people. You learning and you teaching people out here too. Because you a lineage of the rose. Look, sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. You got inner and outer sacred relationships coming in now that are new as well. It's like I said, some people want to return. I know I had a love energy, and there was an energy of a lover returning, and that could be in a new energy. So just prepare, embrace yourself for some newness, and some things you had to, of course, release, but it's okay. Everything is working out, and I'm so proud of you, Divine Collective. So if it did not resonate, do not force the fit of this message, of course. Don't eat the food on the plate if you don't like it. But I do appreciate each and every one of you. My email is in the description if you want to get in touch with me, okay? But peace, love, and light to you, and namaste.